everyone. Welcome to your show, the LIU Bootcamp Show 2026. Here with you, your host. My name is Nakate Patience Pauline. And in the studio, I'm not alone. I've come with two of my colleagues, one on my right and the other one on my left. So probably I'll give them a chance to introduce themselves to yourself. Then we shall continue. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. This is Divine Wanilova, one of the participants in the LIU Bootcamp 2026. We are so glad to speak to you this evening.
Thank you, Divine. Let's have another of my colleagues introduce herself to you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Baraza Karen Esther. I'm blessed to be here.
Thank you so much. So, as we all know, we've been here for the LIU Bootcamp, and for your own information, we are the pioneers of this program. That is really a very, very good blessing to us. So, it is going to be an interactive discussion. So, I'm going to be asking my colleagues. I'm also going to be engaged in this conversation. So, I'll begin with Divine. So, Divine, you can tell the people outside there what you've actually basically learned in this LIU Bootcamp 2026.
This bootcamp came in handy. The fact that we have been in our vacation, trying to figure out what to do with our lives, being bored at home, missing school. And for a few of us who have siblings, you are the only one at home. So it has really been a timely kind of program that has helped us to be engaged in this period of time, that we have been able to gain skills, especially in this world that is turning digital. Each and every day, there are innovations that are coming in. Each and every time that you check on the internet, something is new here and there. So I've so much benefited from this camp because I've learned a lot. We have had sessions of computer literacy. We have learned about social media platforms. There are some social media platforms that we didn't know their importance. For example, we learned about Facebook, Twitter, that is currently X, and then we had to know the importance. What can you put on YouTube? What can you not put on Facebook? So I've learned a lot. And one thing that has been so distinct about this program is that it has had a wholesome impact in that it is not only an intellectual kind of thing, but it has also impacted our lives spiritually. I like the fact that we have had times of sharing the word, time to be in the presence of God, and that has been there each and every day that we come together as young people in this time that we are in. We need to be informed. We need to know what to do. Otherwise, our world will be in a dilemma.
Wow, thank you so much, Divine. That is what we've heard from Divine from now. So I'll turn to Karen. You can tell us, what have you had in this bootcamp?
Well, I must say, I've really learned a lot. I believe that this bootcamp was specifically meant for me. I'll definitely have to say that.
Right.
From the very start, a lot has been learned. I got to realize that we have been interacting with most of the social media platforms, but I'll speak for myself. Let's say I didn't probably know the proper use of all of them, but throughout all this time in the bootcamp, I've really learned a lot of things. I remember in the very first session of computer literacy, there are things I learned and I'm like, what? Which means I can literally do this. That's something I did not know from the very start. And then also another thing I've picked from the bootcamp is the fact that I can literally do something for myself that can help me earn a living at the end of the day. For instance, becoming a content creator. That's something I actually didn't think about at first. Because to me, mine was, if I get my phone, it's either TikTok or WhatsApp, chatting and all that. But this bootcamp has been an eye-opener that I must say. And it has really it has brought a lot of eye-opening and realization that as a youth, there is a lot I can do for myself. Even in a situation where I am in one place, a lot can be done. I got to realize that you can create out projects for yourself. It's just a matter of having the skill and knowing what to do and doing it at the right time. And then one most important thing I learned from this bootcamp is the fact that whatever you post actually has an impact on what happens to your life in the future. Nowhere these youths who are in this Gen Z kind of fashion world where you feel like, oh, what comes in my mind is what I'll post. But through this bootcamp, I have learned that I should, one, be mindful with what I post, with what I put out there, because I am literally marketing for myself. So whatever I post every day that goes by has an impact. And then two, I got to realize that you can literally build out a name for yourself. That's basically by marketing yourself through the socials. Yeah. And through this, I realized that some of us have businesses going on, or we have family businesses going on, but I got to realize you can use social media platforms to market it, and that can be a very good impact to the business.
Yeah, that is so good about what my colleagues have said. So, myself. Basically, for me, on the first sight of the LIU Bootcamp flyer, what actually attracted my eye was media. That is something that I love so much. So when I saw media, I was like, I have to go for this thing. I have to go for this thing because, yes, I really love to interact with cameras. I really love to interact with different softwares. So I came in for media, and trust me, yes, I've been handling those cameras, but not the professional way. I learned that that triangle, the ISO sensitivity, the shutter speed, and the apertures, how to balance them, how to make sure that you are not just taking a photograph, but you are taking a photograph with composition.
As a professional.
Something that is going to be speaking for itself, even when you don't have to explain to someone. And number two, computerized accounting. You see, when I heard about computerized accounting, I was like, that might be Excel. Unfortunately,
the usual thing.
When I came here, I got to know of things like QuickBooks. I was like, QuickBooks. Also here, you have to log in, you have to do all that stuff. Okay. Then the computer literacy, which was actually our first session, and I would say it's the backbone of everything that we've had here, because if you don't know anything to do with computer, then you cannot deal with all the other courses that we've been having here. Yes, it's been a short time, I would say, but it has been actually a very, very impactful one.
Very impactful.
Yeah, because we've learned so many things in different careers, things in media, things in computerized accounting, things in computer literacy, things in cyber security. You people outside there, free Wi-Fi.
I must say, it has really been an eye-opener.
Yeah, it
has been an eye-opener to the fact that we're leaving this place with a picture of what the real world is, and some aspects we have been ignoring, but rather are worth giving an eye.
Thank you so much. Free Wi-Fi. You know what? There is free Wi-Fi.
Let's tap on
it.
it.
You go and you tap it there. You don't know you are selling your information to someone, and you're going to be like, hey, patience, you know what? They hacked my account. It is yourself. And by the way, Mr. Jackson said, before that session, I would say, oh, sorry. But now I'm going to be like,
good for
you. Deserve it.
but before that, you deserve it. I feel like people out there need to know what are the outcomes of some of these things. Because most of us, the youths, end up tapping into certain links, probably because of that excitement, or the reason of, I've had it's something for free, and they will love free things. Yet at the end of the day, you're costing your own life. So I feel like if many youths out there get to know about this, it shall be like a gear to be like, I think I shouldn't go in for this. I think I shouldn't do this.
And by the way, you people, we are telling you, if you are interested to know more about what we've had, just come and enroll at LIU. They're having an August intake. So you are almost welcome to come and apply, come at a school, come and pick the application forms. And by the way, for your own information, if you apply a week or two earlier, you're actually going to be paying 50% of the actual money that you're going to pay. So people on certificates, you pay 30,000 for application, but because you're actually going to be paying in that time limit, the early birds, I would call them the early birds, you're actually going to pay 15,000. People for, I think it's a bachelor, people pay 50,000, you're actually going to be to pay 25,000. So you should come early, pick these things. You people are actually going to be getting more of what we've got. You're actually going to excavate more in these particular things that we've had. So Divine,
Yes.
you were the mama. I would say she was the mama, because the very first day when the chaplain called us, he asked any member to come and give us praise and worship. All of us were like, but she stood up. She stood up and she gave us the acapellas. She led us in the praise and worship sessions of the first day. So tell us more about that.
All right. Thank you so much for that opportunity. When it came to the chapel session, we started on a study of the purpose of life.
Yeah.
Because as we live, we need to know that we live for a purpose. Not just to wake up or grow, study, make money, build, marry, have children, and die. So, because that is what everyone has in mind as you grow up, as you wake up every morning, you're like, oh, God, thank you for today. I'm alive. I think now, let me do this, let me do that. But we have learned that before we were born, before we were made in our mother's womb, we were created, we were set apart for a particular purpose.
By the way, to inform you, LIU is a Christian-centered university. They thought it wise, because this world, this Gen Z kind of era that we are in, if you are actually not centered on Christ, I don't mean any other God, I mean the Christ that we serve here at LIU, you are actually not going to be that person that is expected to be. Because even the Bible tells us that the Lord God is, he's the what? He's the vine, not so? We are the branches, not so?
Yeah.
We are expected to bear fruit. So you may be just there, a tree that does not have fruit. But since we have institutions like LIU that don't just focus on the giving you the knowledge, they also focus at actually bringing up
Your spiritual
Christian
life.
leaders. You people, I just ask you to come and enroll at LIU, because if you miss out, there is no other chance for you.
Sure.
Okay, we had sessions about AI. Very many people have actually been having this kind of narrative in their heads. You know what, you people? AI is going to take all our jobs. Karen, I want to ask you to tell the viewers outside there that, you know what? With what I learned, your perspective is wrong, and this is the right one. Tell us more about that.
So when it comes to artificial intelligence, I think maybe to bring it out this way, initially I also had a mindset of maybe in this area where AI is coming up every morning, you hear there's something new popping up, there's something new popping up. At first I thought maybe that's the end of what us the humans can do. But from this boot camp, I got to realize that AI, artificial intelligence, is actually just an upgraded stepping stone. It's an eye-opener, I can say. You get to realize that it's us who can get to work along with artificial intelligence. I remember during one of our AI sessions, one of the lecturers, Baraza Godwill, got to introduce to us his AI project, EduPath, and I got to learn that this is something that he was able to work with AI and produce something incredible. So I feel like it's something we can work with and build up to have an incredible thing at the end of the day. And most importantly, I got to realize that AI is actually used in our daily life.
Yeah.
Like, you got to realize when it comes to the health sector, health is literally being improved because of artificial intelligence. One might ask themselves, how? But you get to realize most of the equipments that are working in the medical field today are AI-centered. And this is something that's really a big help, I can say.
Yeah.
If it comes to the agriculture sector as well, you get to realize that most agriculturalists are actually improving generally. You get to realize that the outcome, their produce is multiplying, but the main issue behind it is artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
So AI is a beautiful thing that's literally helping us and impacting our lives in one way or the other.
Yeah, you people, one thing I should actually inform you is, in this era where AI is actually improving every now and then, it is only the person who can work and adapt to AI who will work. if you don't know how to work with AI, that is when you're going to lose your job. But if you adapt and if you know
Work
how
along
to
with
use the AI,
Yeah.
you're not going to lose your job, because tell me how a computer is going to work without man. And you people, you actually have this narrative that, you know what, AI thinks better than a person. Let me tell you, I'm cracking that. A person is the one who invents AI. So that means AI cannot work without a person. So you as a person, you actually have to sit down, think wise of something, and you know what? You're going to be a very, very good person with this AI-centered world. So we actually had a lot. We had a lot. We think we would even wish to have a longer time to actually have to explain this to you all, but due to time factor, it is not going to be enough. But as we are closing, I welcome you all to LIU, Livingstone International University, for this August intake. They have courses like a bachelor's degree in administration, they have media, they have so very many courses, education, they have short courses like CCNP, if I'm not mistaken, something of that kind. So you can just come by the school, come and pick those admission fees, come and, admission papers, come and apply. By the way, come and apply early for a discount. If you delay, don't say Patience didn't tell us. I really told you. Karen, you want to say something?
And still on that, guys, trust me, they have the best lecturers. Livingstone International University has the best lecturers. A big up to all the lecturers, by the way, who have specifically been in this bootcamp with us. May the Almighty God bless you all abundantly.
Thank you so much to the LIU administration, from the Vice Chancellor, the deans of the different courses that we've actually handled. Thank you so much for the special teachers that you brought for us, the likes of Mr. Charles Nambasi, the likes of, I would say, Teacher David, the likes of Godwill, the likes of so very many, Mr. Hillary. Is it Hillary? We had him today for cybersecurity. Thank you so much to the LIU staff. We really, really appreciate, and we give God the praise because of you. We pray that you live longer, and this school is actually going to be the best in Uganda here. You people, you know I have a lot of words, but if you want to be a very good person in the media field, you see Mr. Henry, he's a person of this school. You people just come and enroll. You're not going to give up on this. You're actually not going to regret on this. So Divine, you could give us a closing remark.
All right. Thank you so much for giving us audience and listening to us all. We bless the Lord for this opportunity, and we are so humbled and grateful to each and everyone who was behind this. And I think what we had forgotten to say is that this program was free. We didn't pay.
Yeah, it was free of charge.
So whoever missed,
Was
All
your own.
all right, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so
Shalom.
much for everything. Shalom. See you in the next edition of the bootcamp.